Crew, not me, just now trying to go to sleep at 11 a.m. Dubai time. So it's probably like 5 a.m. in the US, something like that. That Airbnb host pissed me off so bad yesterday. Like, he really threw off my schedule and wasted my time with that dirty ass place. Knowing good and well it was dirty. And I'm trying to forget about it. Like, the amount of just stress and I don't even know the words to describe it. Having to load up all of my stuff again, sit in the lobby, try to connect the Wi-Fi. My phone's on like 20%, not having like good service to just call a friend and talk about it, calm myself down, then having to look for another Airbnb. Then when I found another Airbnb, it was supposed to be an instant book. It still took me like 2.5 hours before I actually got in here. I booked it and it said like, I booked it like 4:50 and it said your Airbnb would be ready at 5. I didn't get in here till about 7. And then I immediately took a shower, got into bed. I tried to get the TV to work and I couldn't figure it out. And I fell asleep about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then I woke up about 1:30, and this is Dubai time. And 1:30 a.m. here, it was about 2:30 in the US. And I'm saying US, I'm saying like Eastern Standard Time, like Georgia, New York. Then I just couldn't go back to sleep. And I was like going to go get hookah, have a drink. Because earlier when I tried to get hookah, aka shisha, I like how they say that. When I tried to go get that, I just brushed my teeth. My lips are dry. Should put some chapstick on. I should put my phone down and go to sleep. Anyhow, I was gonna go get shisha and a drink. Because earlier when I went to go do that, they told me that they don't start serving until after 6 p.m. And I said, is that everywhere? They said it's everywhere. It's Ramadan here. So even like the specialty hotels and places with like the liquor license and whatnot that they require in Dubai, you can't get alcohol and shisha there. But yet people were smoking cigarettes, and I'm like, oof. However, that's their culture. And I'm not bad mouthing Dubai. I'm just saying. So y'all don't be coming after me. Well, I'm gonna be posting these videos well after I'm gone. But either way, I'm not bad mouthing Dubai. So then what happened? Yeah. Now, if you got money and if you stand like at the Atlantis, on the Palm, or any of them places, I'm sure the rules may be a little bit different because y'all spending that money. But during Ramadan, things are a lot more stricter. But tip, hint, hint, it's also cheaper for a lot of things. So for instance, I was supposed to go to this sky deck observation, and they have a 360 slide, which I'm going to go to it later in the week. You get the slide for free for an entry ticket at the sky deck. So you can do like extra little stuff without an additional cost. And then a lot of the sky pools are offering a Ramadan discount for everybody, where it's like 15-20% off the interest fees. The Dubai Aquarium, which I'm going to probably check that out tonight, it doesn't close until 1 a.m. So because I didn't really get much sleep, I'm going to try and sleep a couple hours now and then just start my day late. So I'm going to go to the Dubai Mall today, later in the day. But Ramadan discount is like saving you some money. It's $50 AED cheaper than what the usual price would be. So a lot of big attractions and a lot of stuff is just Ramadan special. So, I mean, that's the good thing about being here during Ramadan. But, yeah. I'm going to try and get some sleep, y'all, and just de-stress and forget about my little Airbnb experience. I'm still waiting for them to contact me and say if they're going to give me a refund or not. I mean, it is what it is. But that place legit was dirty. Yeah, it was nice, but it was dirty. And I don't like how the host was I don't want to say like he was coming at me weird, but he was coming at me weird. Talking about some, I'm going to honor, but I know you're doing this probably because you found better accommodations or something. It's very unethical and unusual for you to flip the mattress and check for stains, and then a little speckle of hair, you say it's dirty. I'll insert a screenshot right here, y'all. Um, I'll insert a screenshot what he said. But I don't know about y'all, but me, when I go places, especially hotels and Airbnbs, it is my typical routine to check the mattress. I'm looking for bed bugs, I'm looking for stains. And Airbnb host will try and charge you and say, you stained the mattress, you did this, that, and the other, and collect a fee. Oh, them Airbnb tours and pictures and videos I do that for a reason. I don't want to be sleeping on nasty, stained up pillows. I'm putting my face on there. Next thing you know, you be wondering, why my face breaking out? Why do I got a sore throat? Why do I feel sick? I've been wearing my mask. Well, where you're staying at could be very unhealthy. The fact that the high touch areas, when I say high touch areas, I mean like the TV remote, the door handles, the faucets when you're turning the water on and off, the light switches, high touch areas, things that people just have to touch. You have to touch the light switch, right? Those areas just was really dirty. Like, wipe the wall off right there. I don't know if it was food splatter, drink splatter, bodily fluids, but those high touch areas were not appealing. Not appealing at all. So I know the apartment was not sanitized. And then it had like window bugs, just the little gnat type things that be in the window sometimes when the window sill is not properly cleaned off. I don't know about y'all, but I grew up wiping down the window sills quite often, wiping down the walls and not having food splatter on the walls, grease behind the stove on the walls. Yeah, you need to be pulling out your kitchen appliances and wiping down the walls. I do that at my own house. I'm not paying to go to someone else's place and it's like that. That's how you get pests. That's why there were little windowsill gnats and stuff flying around, because it was not clean. And then there was stuff in the tub, and he gonna try to say, oh, that's because the caulking is a different color. Sir, I clearly see that the caulking is a different color. But did you see that black stuff in the tub? My guy. I don't know if it was a hairball, dirt ball, or just dirt residue, whatever it was. It was in the bottom of the tub and along the side. Again, it wasn't a speckle of hair. It was like 3 or 4 strands of hair in multiple spots. France, remember last year I went to France? Yeah, my Airbnb host, before I got there, it was like 6 days before I was arriving. They had to cancel because they had bed bugs. A month after I left France, bed bugs was everywhere. When I was going, it was like starting, but it wasn't super bad, but it was, And then a month later, they were everywhere. Yeah. So be careful when you're going places and just looking. It might not seem extreme, but for your own health and safety, I don't want to get no sickness, especially on vacation out the country. Do you know how much medical expenses could be out the country? And my health insurance does not work in this country. I'm not doing that. Plus, I still have another part of my trip in Turkey. So I'm not about to miss my Turkey trip and the stuff that I booked there and miss out on my money because I'm sick. I'm coughing and my chest is feeling funny. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You need to wipe stuff down. Keep it clean. That's just my little tidbit. But I'm not checking in nowhere and staying at nobody's house that's looking like that. I didn't learn my lesson. I didn't got scabies before, staying at somebody's house that wasn't like up to par, and I'm just sleeping on the couch. Yeah, scabies. This was like high school. And then college years, when I would visit people. Like if I'm driving somewhere, I used to do road trips. And I would like drive different countries, New Orleans, Florida, Ohio, New York. I would everywhere. If I knew somebody, if it's somebody I ain't seen in years, or, somebody that I met through social media or something. Hey girl, I'm gonna be in town. I'm driving for 8 hours. You think I could stop by, maybe go to dinner, and then like I could rest for a couple hours before I hit the road again? Yeah, girl, come on through. Bet we catch up, girl talk, go to sleep, wake up. I got bites on me. The fucking bit me up. Bed bugs. Girl, how you get bed bugs? I don't know. That's my guest room. And, people be in and out. My sisters, my cousins, the neighbor, my sister best friend, and her kids was in there. And, not necessarily saying the people I know may be nasty, but people that they have coming in their house. And catching bed bugs or anything like that, sometimes it be out of your control. And that does not necessarily mean you're a nasty person. Maybe you just bought some bedding from a store and it was inside that bedding. And you got to be careful with bedding, curtains, stuff like that. You need to wash it before you use it. Bed bugs, you got to put that in the dryer. Heat will kill them. Alcohol, high potency of alcohol. And you got to be careful who you letting up in your house. Like people be like, oh, I'm going to come over and stay. No, you can't stay here. And my friends just know how I am, and they don't take no offense to it at all, and I appreciate that. Like my friend, she came visit me like a month ago. She got her air mattress, and she like, I'm gonna be coming to visit you more often. I like it out here. Da da da. Can I leave my air mattress here? I said, bet. Folded it up, put it in plastic, put it in the closet, sealed it in the box, put it in the closet. Because you're not about to be sitting on my furniture, wearing and tearing my furniture out, and I done spent a lot of money on it. If you want to keep your stuff nice, you have to take care of it. So, it's like, if you my friend, you understand how I am. When it comes time for birthday, Christmases, and you just send me a random gift or something, send me some Lysol, gloves, a mask, hand sanitizer. I like stuff like that. I love stuff like that because, not that I'm a clean freak, but I'm going to do whatever it is that I can prevent, from getting sickness. When COVID came out, y'all, everybody in my house was sick, but me. Didn't have issues with that. Why? Because I sanitize and wipe things down. Before I stepped out of my room, spray some Lysol, let it air out for a minute, then I proceed. When you cough and sneeze, just achoo. That's not the proper way. You need to cover your mouth and your nose, sneeze, and hold it over your face for a good 30 seconds. Because if you don't, you just sneeze and let it out, it's still spraying. And the sneeze and cough travels. I got a weak immune system. I don't have any issues, but I tend to get sick pretty quick. So I just stay away from all that extra stuff. People may think, oh, it's because you haven't exposed yourself to a lot of germs. That's what they say with vaccinations and stuff. Oh, get the vaccination. It's putting the chemical, the germ in you so your body can fight it off and not get it in the future. Yeah, okay. But that's off topic. That's not here or there. You can't be saying just anything and everything on YouTube. They'll block you and delete your account. But that's just how I feel about my Airbnb. This Airbnb that I'm at, it's clean. The walls is clean. High touch area is clean. I don't see a residue, a hair, or nothing. And yes, I pulled the mattress covers back. That's not unusual behavior. What did I need a refund for, sir? Because when I left there and you told me to get out in 30 minutes, my phone was trying to charge. They were on 20%. And I just connected to the Wi-Fi. I didn't even have a way to really look up another place to stay. But I just knew that this hotel, a lot of people will rent out the rooms for Airbnb. It's always a strategy when I pick places to stay. I need something where I can walk to, like a grocery store, a restaurant. The bus system is close by. I need all of that. I don't care about the amenities. Oh, a gym, a pool. That's extra. Can I walk to the metro station? Can I walk to the grocery store, pharmacy? Can I walk and get food? Are there any main attractions close by that I can walk to? Because don't forget, y'all, I am a budget traveler. So, walking saves money, it keeps you healthy and fit, and you get to connect with locals that way and learn about hidden gems, other little things that a lot of tourists may not know. Yeah, so that's me. And thankfully, this is like a known Airbnb spot. And I was able to connect with this Airbnb, and I'm really satisfied. Very satisfied. And as much as I wanted to cry last night, I held it together. My head was hurting so bad. But I thank the big man above for keeping me safe, keeping me healthy, and, helping me to make the right decisions. So that's all I gotta say right now. Glam Crew. I'm gonna try and sleep for 2 hours and go check out some sites. Thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all probably not gonna watch this video because I look like a mummy. If y'all watch this video, the whole video, let me know. I appreciate y'all for watching. And always make sure you got a backup plan and everything. Bye. Sitting here feeling like the queen. Now I'm somewhere comfortable and safe and clean. Bye-bye.